I'm going to make the vinaigrette now. Pomegranate vinaigrette to be exactly, which is also an aphrodisiac. It's said to also be Eve's original apple in the olden times. It's one of the oldest fruits in history, actually, a pomegranate. Go figure. So we're going to use that to make our vinaigrette, which we're also using pomegranate to poach our pears in. So what we're going to use is we're going to use pomegranate infused red wine vinegar, as well as we're going to use balsamic vinegar, those two in combinations, as well as we're going to use oil and some of the poaching liquid from our pears, because that would actually bring the flavor in, a salad dressing in, to make it seem like it was really meant to be. So let's get started. Start off with vinegar. Just shake a little bit in. You don't want to go too heavy because you're not making a whole lot, just enough for two. Follow that with just as much balsamic vinegar, a nice brand. You don't want it to be not have enough body by being too cheap of a brand. Then we're going to have a dash of mustard. It always helps vinaigrettes to emulsify when you add a little bit of mustard and a little bit of honey. By the way, honey is an aphrodisiac. Long story about honey too in some of the old stories or mythologies. It's one of the goddess of sexuality's favorite thing is honey. I wonder why. So we're going to take our honey, like so. Pour a little bit of that in there too. There we go. And this pomegranate juice is actually very tart. It's more tart than grape juice. So I tend to add just a little bit more honey to balance it out. Can't get enough honey anyways. And last but not least, oil. How are our pears doing? That's real wonderful. Okay, so just so you can see what I'm doing here, we're going to use this emulsion blender. I'm going to first get started by mixing in the first ingredients. Then I'm going to start adding oil. And I'm going to use this squeeze bottle because it makes it all so easy. Now I'm going to start adding oil to my vinaigrette. Right. Now, we have a nice pomegranate vinaigrette. Go with our salad. So let's get to the rest of it. Check on our pecans. Pecans are going good. Poached pears are going well. So now, let's start putting together, because poached pears will actually take about 20 minutes or so. It could be less, it could be more, depending upon how firm the pear is, depending on the choice of pear that you got. So, luckily, I got some pears that are already done. Pull these out and let you see that. These are nice and red complexion pears. Look at that. Now that's poached pear and pomegranate. What we're going to do, we're going to take it face down. A little tip off, don't really need to tip. Split it in half. We're going to share it with two. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut little slices of it. Because this is going in our salad, and we're going to fan it out on our plate. See? Isn't that a nice color? Look at that deep red. And let me tell you, if you can taste it, it's a big difference between it being red wine and pomegranate. It's a little bit more passionate for some reason. So now let's begin to plate our salad. We're going to toss the salad and dressing. This is going to be enough for just 2 people. Because you don't need more than 2 people in an intimate setting in most cases. So we're going to cut the remaining of the pear. Take our salad dressing that we just made, our pomegranate salad dressing. Take we go. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that around. Use a little spoon just to get that going pretty good. And we are going to take a plate, set our pears down first. Make sure we got a nice fanned out presentation here. As you know, looks make a difference when it comes to aphrodisiacs for some odd reason. Lay that out. Doesn't that look nice on that white plate? Take our next pear. Make sure it's nice and fanned out. Lay that out. Rinse my hands. So now we're going to take our salad. We're going to take our salad that we've already mixed in salad dressing and lay it right in the middle. Right on the edge of that pear, just like that. Look at that. You don't want it to be too heavy, because when you eat too much food, you can't do anything but go to sleep, and that's not very aphrodisiac-like now, is it? So we're just going to set that down like that. 2 people. Put that to the side. Our next ingredient is blue cheese crumbles. Now this is going to go really good with this whole dish, because the pear, with its pomegranate being the ingredient that was used to poach it, it's a little tart. It's sweet, but it's a little tart. And when something's tart, you need something creamy or cheesy to help cover it. So blue cheese will go perfect with this. Lay that there, arrange it so. Do your culinary thing. And get you a good brand of blue cheese, because if you get the wrong blend, it will be a little bit crunchy and not too appetizing. You want some nice, soft blue cheese. And I have some spiced nuts already that I did earlier. I'm just going to put that with the plate. And the reason we're doing the spiced nuts, first of all, they're good. Second of all, it has cinnamon in it, and pecan itself, which are 2 aphrodisiacs. And when you add pecans, it's a different texture. So anytime you're in a nice setting and you're really trying to get the energy involved, you need different things going on. You can't just have the same situation to get bored. You have to keep excited, entertained. So what we have here, we have a nice tangy poached pears and the pomegranate. We have a nice mixed green salad, light and crunchy, as well as we have the pecans, nice and crisp, with the blue cheese and the pomegranate vinaigrette. So, I hope you take this and enjoy it. I'll leave you to it because I don't need to be there while it cools down. But anywho, there you have it. A pomegranate poached pear salad with a pomegranate vinaigrette, blue cheese, and pecan crumbs. Thank you. My name is Chef Ameerah Watson, Executive Chef of the Intimate Chef of Atlanta. Phone number is 404-564-6484. You can also reach us at www.intimatechefofAtlanta.com. Thank you.